Heading back, I'm excited. I have a lot of friends out there from football and school and from the ward, and so I'm definitely excited for the fighter side Friday night, and hopefully a lot of people will go and I can kind of talk with them and catch up, and then I'm excited for Saturday. Every time I get to be out there on the field, it's a great time, and obviously this week's going to be especially great. Especially special. No, don't put that. It's going to be a great week. I'm just excited. Just to play football.
What was the transition? How's the transition been for you coming from out there and then coming here?
It's been great. The schools are really similar, and I think what's helped me most with the transition is just obviously being able to live at home and just knowing a lot of guys on the team. I played with a lot of the people here at BYU in high school, and so I made the transition fairly easy, and obviously growing up here in Provo, I know what it's like, and so everything's been great. My classes I love them. I've been doing well, and football's been going well, and with my family and church and everything, it's just been it's been a great experience.
Sounds like you don't have a lot of regrets, that you're pretty happy with looking back on your decision.
Yeah, looking back, I feel like it was the right decision for sure. Like I said, both schools are really similar. I loved my time at Notre Dame. I definitely had a positive experience and learned a lot from it, and took away, like I said, great relationships with friends and people there in school and in the ward. And so, but like I said, overall, the transition here to BYU has been wonderful, and I'm 100% happy with my decision.
What are some of the similarities you've noticed in the two football programs?
In the two football programs, well, defensively, there's a big emphasis on running to the ball and being physical. I think those are at both schools. BYU and Notre Dame both have great defenses, and football-wise, just the work mentality, and both schools I feel like are hardworking, and it's pretty similar. A lot of the coverages are similar, and there's just a lot of things. Obviously, there's little things here and there, and coaches have different personalities, and that's just people are different everywhere you go. So but for the most part, yeah, like I said, BYU and Notre Dame both have great defenses and do a lot of things really well.
Chris, what's your relationship with Coach Kelly like?
I had a really good relationship with Coach Kelly. He's a really easy to talk to guy. Anytime one of the players need to talk to him, you can go talk to. So before my mission, when I went and told him I wanted to go on a mission, he was 100% supportive, and he was had made sure my scholarship was there when I got back, and then when I went and talked to him about transferring, he was really understanding. He gave me time to think about it, made sure to let me know that if I did want to stay, that my scholarship would be there, and he was just 100%. Coach Kelly's a really great guy. He's classy. He's smart. He's really a good person. I think that's the best way to put it. He's a great football coach, and more than anything, he's just a really good person.
Chris, how much have you played? It's hard to keep track of how many plays you played, and how much do you expect to play this set?
Yeah, I played mostly on special teams. So I think starting in the Middle Tennessee game, I played on punt return, and then from there I played a lot on kickoff, and then in the Utah State game I played a little bit nickelback in the end, and then Saturday in the second half I played that nickel spot, and I expect mostly to play on special teams this week, so mostly on kickoff would be the main one.
Chris, you kind of have a little insight into the Notre Dame's offense a little bit. Can you kind of give us a little what to expect, BYU fans can expect from Notre Dame's offense when you finally got to the South Bend?
Yeah, I definitely am friends with all of the players. I know them all personally, and they're great. Like I said, Coach Kelly's a really smart coach. He does a lot of things well, and I haven't watched all of their games this year. So I'm not sure if it's changed a little bit from that. I was on scout team last year, so I definitely got to go against the offense, and I'm just excited that we have a good plan, and we have everyone's excited to get out there and play, and so that's about it.
You mentioned you had some friends out there. Kona Schwenke, who's another LDS player out there. Do you guys
Yeah.
keep in contact with those guys? Are those guys kind of excited to see you?
Yeah, Kona's LDS, Justin Utupo's LDS, and there's a lot Notre Dame is, it's a great school academically, and it's a spiritual school as well, being, Catholic university. And so the people there on the team are really great guys. So I've definitely kept in touch with a few of them. And one of my best friends is linebacker Danny Spond. He got injured and was not able to play this year. I keep in touch with him and a few other players that I was friends with on the scout team last year, and a lot of things. So yeah, it's been, like I said, it's gonna be a lot of fun being able to see him before the game and have, share that time and laugh a little bit before it starts.
Notre Dame's obviously known as one of the great traditions in all of college football. What were some of the traditions that you enjoyed while you were there?
Yeah, it was great. Being there last year was a great experience, going undefeated, and the fans are wonderful. They're really supportive. The walk to the stadium, there's tons of fans there, and they're all excited. Singing the alma mater after the game and all that. Hitting the play like a champion sign. Yeah, they have a lot of great things there and traditions, and that's what Notre Dame prides itself on. And like I said before, I had a really positive experience there.
Have BYU coaches asked you for any insider info or any tips, or have they approached you at all?
Not really. To be like 100% honest, there's not much I can tell that's not on the film. When you watch the film from BYU playing them last year, it's all there. It's like I said, the coverages are pretty similar. It's cover 2, cover 3. Like there's not really that much that not saying I'm not like a smart player or anything, but there's really not much insight that I'd have.
Talk to Skype just about, he said that one of the things that's really helped you is that intelligence and just the desire to pick things up and understand what the defense has done. How much has that served you just in trying to adapt to what BYU does?
Yeah, it's helped me. That's helped me a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of similarities, and obviously the names are different, and there's certain, little technicalities here and there that are different. So I had to, pick those up. But I feel like I understand the defense really well, and I understand my job, and I understand, what I need to look at, and then, what I need to do once I react and diagnose the play. And like you said, I feel like that's one of my strengths. I'm, a smart player and can be in the right spot to make plays, because that's what it's all about. being smart is just making sure you're in the right spot so that you can make the play.
You mentioned knowing a bunch of guys, just the relationship with Craig Bills. I know you guys are friends and stuff. Did that help to have him in the secondary? And
Yeah.
just be there,
For sure. Especially because the first few weeks, I would stand there right next to Craig on the sideline, and I'd look at the call, and I would tell him what my responsibilities were and what I was supposed to do if they did this, and he would kind of correct me, and so that helped me pick up the defense even faster. Because it's kind of hard when you just have your playbook and you're by yourself. You have certain questions. So having Craig there to answer that and feeling comfortable with him, being friends and growing up in the same ward, in the same neighborhood, that helped a lot in the transition and picking up the defense.
How close were you with Manti?
With Manti, I was close with Manti. Yeah, we were home teaching companions. So we were really close. We go to church every Sunday. I have a ton of respect for Manti. He's such a good guy. He's one of those guys where he'd see someone sitting by himself in the dining hall, and he'd go sit with them and talk with them, and you wouldn't think, having that much attention and, being such a great player that he is, but he's just such a humble and great person. So yeah, Manti's awesome. I haven't talked to him a lot since he's been in the NFL and since I've transferred, a short message here and there, but yeah,
Have you watched him in San Diego? Have you watched his games at all?
I watched a little bit. I know he was kind of hurt at the beginning of the year, but yeah, I watched him a few times, and it's exciting. I love seeing, people I know playing in the NFL. It's a cool thing, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people here at BYU that are going to play next year in the NFL. So it's exciting seeing people succeed and do well.